Good morning, everyone. This is Keys. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on today and do a flip of my Hobonichi week. I apologize about the glare from the sun. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way too much. But let's go ahead and get right into the video. So as you guys know, I have been using my Vanderspec Codex. Well, it's actually called a Nodex because it's a combination of the standard Codex and the Nomad. As you guys know as well, I use this as my wallet, so I have my cards over here. I have one of the Hobonichi notebooks here, and I have the big pocket in the back, which I keep some information, and we'll get into that in a moment. So let's go ahead and get into how I have been using my Hobonichi. So this is the spring start, and I got this one in March of this year. So inside, I just keep some sticky notes with just information, things that I need to hurry up and get done or take care of. And behind the sticky notes, I went ahead and just decorated with some stickers that I got from it was the Happy Planner sticker book, the farmhouse one, I believe. And here I just keep a few things that I want to focus on. This is the overview, the year overview. I've covered up 2018 and 2020. And here I just have a printout from So Much Crafting with the holidays, so I can keep track of the holidays and when they have passed. And it looks like the sun is catching up. Sorry about that, guys. So this is the overview that comes in the Hobonichi, and I've used it in a number of different ways so far. So I keep track of birthdays, which are the golden color. Holidays are in pink. Anything in purple is for myself. Anything in the darker blue is my older son. Lighter blue is my younger son. I sometimes keep track of bills. My younger son and I take walks when the weather is nice, so normally I track our daily walks. I track orders, and I've tracked deliveries in here, so I've just been using it for a number of different things. Again, sorry about the glare. I don't know how I can hold this so you guys won't get that glare from the sun. And then we get into my months, and hopefully there isn't anything too sensitive on here. But so I started out very minimal, which is normally what I do anyway. I don't use a ton of stickers, but I do use some stickers here and there. I do like to make things a little pretty, but I don't like my pages to be cluttered. So when I got this, I thought, okay, I'm going to experiment every month and see what I like. So as I go through, you'll see how everything is different. There isn't one thing or 1 month that's the same, or 1 week that's the same, because I've tried different things. So, I didn't say this was in March, so this is when I started using it. And if I hold it this way, the sun won't be too bad. This was April, and as you can see, I used some of the diary stickers, which I do like because the diary stickers are really thin and they don't bulk up your planner too much. This is May, so I have appointments here, birthdays, things that I don't want to forget, just little notes. You know, the basic way that people use their monthly overview. This is June. This was how July turned out. And I'm wondering let me see if I can fix this. Hold on. Okay guys, so that is much better. I had to move some things so that the sun wouldn't be in the way. So what I'll go ahead and do, I'll just go back to March and just flip back to where we are, just in case you didn't see it because of the sun. Okay, this is July. Not too much going on. It's pretty bare there. August. That was September. And this is the current month, of course, October. Let me go ahead and take off my ollie clip. So I have this ollie clip here because it clips my month to my week, and it's easy to turn that way. This is next month, November. I did go ahead and fill things out ahead of time, which I normally don't do, or I normally wait until the month, maybe like a day before the month. But I think I did this, I started this maybe last week or before then. But when I get my new Hobonichi, I do plan on using that, starting to use it at the end of November, December. So as you can see, I don't really plan ahead of time too much unless, excuse me, forward plan unless there's something I know that's going on, and I will put that on a sticky note and stick it there, just because things change and I don't want to write it in and something gets rescheduled or canceled and then I've messed up my pages. I'm sure you guys understand that. So let's go ahead into the weeks. And so this is the first week that I started using it. Not too much going on, and the sun has followed me over here too. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, so I can't really seem to escape the sun, so we're just going to have to make it work, basically. So again, like I said, this is the first week that I started using it, and I really like how this turned out because it's super minimal. It's not cluttered, but again, I was able to see whatever I needed to see. This is the second week, and this is actually my favorite week that I've done so far in the weeks. So this is my favorite spread, is what I meant to say. This is my favorite spread. I just used minimal color. I always use black ink. Normally it's my fountain pen, my TWSBI Eco Extra Fine, or I'm using the Sarasa Dry 0.4, and I just have it inside of this Sarasa Grand Barrel. That was week 2. This was the third week, and like I said, you're going to see every week is going to look different because I was trying different things, just trying to get used to using the Hobonichi because this was my first year having the Hobonichi week. So I was just trying to get used to everything and figuring out how I wanted my spreads to look. This is still in March. I experimented with a tracker. Let me see, did I use a tracker before then? Yeah, I did use it here on the second week, and that's just to track my meds. I'm not very good with trackers, but I did find that doing it this way, having just a small tracker to track a couple of things, does work for me. But if I have like a list of things to track, it's probably not going to work. So here I have a mixture of a few stickers, and I do use my stencils a lot. I love using those, so I incorporate stencils, pen, highlighter, and a few stickers, and that's basically my planning style. But I believe that I was thinking for 2020, I wanted to just use pen and a highlighter, and what I was going to do is just rotate my highlighting by month. So one month would be the gray highlighter, maybe 1 month I would use the purple. So I want to see how that works out. And here I started writing in cursive. Well, I wrote in cursive for 2 weeks, so this week. And as you can see, I do separate. I draw a line and I separate. I always separate on the right side. I don't always separate every section, but I do section off part of it to write in certain things. Hopefully I'm not showing, because I think I journaled on some of these pages. Oh well. Here I drew out a box, which I thought was cute. I had used the to-do sticker and notes underneath. And on this spread, I was experimenting with keeping track of homeschool on the left side and anything else on the right side. I regretted putting this sticker down after after I did it, and you will see in some future spreads that I have used large stickers again, even though I know I hate it. I don't know why I keep doing that or trying to do the same thing when I know I don't like it, but I do. So I experimented with the homeschooling. So in this column I had the morning routine that I was doing with my son, his preschool curriculum, and the books that we were reading. I forgot to write in the books for these days, and I sectioned off the weekend because of course we only do homeschool during the week and not on the weekends. I did it again this week, and I stopped on this week, but I did just write in that we did homeschool, and I was tracking it somewhere else. So these are pretty much my spreads, not too much to them. I don't use sticker kits. I don't care for them. I probably never will use them. Nothing against people who use the kits and the people who make the kits. I think they are gorgeous, but I choose not to use them for myself. That's just my preference. I'm just skipping through here because I didn't look ahead of time to see what I have written down. But this is basically how I've been using it. This week was pretty full. As you can see, I used about 6 stickers in here, and I was marking the weather with my stencils. So did I mark it on the week before? No, I think I started on this week with the weather, and you'll see that I tried to be consistent with it. Yeah, so I did the weather here as well. And the weather here. Again, one of those huge stickers. And you see I wrote, don't ever do this again, because I keep doing it. I put it down and then I hate it. So this was the week that I started using the Sarasa vintage, the Zebra Sarasa vintage colors, because I like these colors. I thought they were cool for the fall time, and I said I was going to use it the entire week. Let's go ahead and cover that up. And so this is the current week, and I do have some things that I don't want to show you guys, but I did show this spread before I actually wrote in it, and I don't think I have anything too personal there. And so that's it. That is how I have been using my Hobonichi weeks. Oh, I do use the notes in the back. So this is just like a whole crazy pen test page, but I can't go through the actual notes because I have personal stuff here. But this is how I intended to use the notes section. I started using the index, but of course there isn't enough space, so I stopped. I filled out a spending tracker, bill tracker, online orders, next actions, and my essential oils list, and that's actually all I did for that. I have much more information written back here, but like I said, it's pretty personal, so I don't want to walk through it. But like I said, I can show you guys my pen test page, and then I have all the pages that I can't understand because they're written in Japanese. I have those clipped together so I don't have to see them. And I have the 2 notebooks that I keep for my older and younger son. Like I said, this is information that this is information. Get it together, Keys. This is information that I need to keep with me at all times, just in case of any type of emergency. If anyone needs to know, who the doctors are, when they were sick last, what they're allergic to, because they both have allergies, things like that. I keep it in these 2 little notebooks here. So this stays in the wallet because this goes with me everywhere. Now, this stack of papers, these were in my ring binder when I had the follow facts. So these are personal size. What I did, I just cut off the side with the rings, and there's that sun again. I cut off the side with the rings, and I said, okay, I'm going to stick all these lists back here, right? Because every year I end up writing or rewriting collections or lists, and it drives me completely crazy. Completely crazy. So every year I also say, okay, I'm going to designate one book for collections. This will be my forever long-term collection list. I had one in my Nomad. I've had them in sections in my rings. I had it in bullet journal books, notebooks. And even though I say this is going to be the notebook that's going to keep them and I won't have to rewrite them, I end up rewriting them anyway. So I didn't want to rewrite any of these lists. So I took them out, cut off the rings, and just stuck them back here. But yesterday I said, okay, I am going to put them in this notebook. So I started, and again I apologize for the sun. I started writing them down, and then I said, you know what, screw it. Like, I got really frustrated, and I said, I'm not going to rewrite these ever again, because I'm going to tell myself this is going to be the notebook that I always carry, and this is going to hold all of my collections. And then what happens? I end up rewriting it. So my solution was to put everything in the Notes app on my phone, which syncs up with my computer, so I will never write those things again. And actually, I can actually take these out because I don't need it, because now I have everything on my phone and on my computer, and I can update it. It'll sync across any device that I use, and that's that. I'm not designating any sections or any notebooks for collections or things that I need to remember anymore. That's it. I'm done. And that's it for my rant. So thank you for listening to my rant. So we come to the back, and you guys already know about my stencils. These are my 3 favorite stencils from Hobonichi, and these are the stencils that I use on a regular basis, and that's never going to change. Just like the pens that I use. I don't have my fountain pen right here with me at the moment, or my highlighters, but I am sort of a creature of habit. So when I find something that I love, I tend to stick with it, and I don't change it up. So I love these stencils. They're not going anywhere. I know which ink I love. I know what type of pens I like. That's not going to change. I've fallen in love with this cover. So this is going to be with me forever. And if I feel like I want to, change anything up, then hopefully in the future I can get another one in a different color. I have fallen in love with the Hobonichi, so I can see myself using, why can't I speak today? I can see myself using this for years to come. Like I said, this was my first year. I have 2020 coming, so that will be my second Hobonichi. I also have these transparent cards from Cloth and Paper. I love these. These were in my rings, but since I don't have the rings anymore, I just decided to tuck them back here. And let's see, what do I have back here? I have some information that I can't show you guys, but what I can show you is, so these are from Peanuts Planner Co. And they are the trackers, personal size rings, but what I've done, again, I've cut them out and just kept them this way, and this is what I use for forward planning. I have one for birthdays, because I'm not going to be rewriting any of this either, so I can always reference this for everyone's birthday. That's there. I also have one that I was using for like a health tracker, as far as the way I feel on a daily basis, and just trying to pinpoint at what time do I feel a certain way. I didn't even do it for a whole month in August, but I'm going to try to do it again. Hopefully I can start fresh in January, so I keep that. And then I have another tracker, which I'm not sure how I will use this one or what I will use it for just yet, but I do have it in here just in case. And I keep those tucked nicely in the back, and they fit back here no problem. And I have my ollie clip on the front. This is here because it's October and Halloween, and I thought it went well. So that's it. That is my Hobonichi weeks, and I'm pretty surprised. I've been consistent. I've used it consistently since I received it in March, even when I was trying out different things like with the rings, and I was going to do bullet journaling again. No matter what I tried, I still used the Hobonichi in the background, which says a lot. So I stopped fighting, you know, the urge to try different things and try what someone else is using, because just because it worked for them doesn't mean that it will work for me. And I just decided to stick with what I know and what I love. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me during this video. If you are a new subscriber, thank you. I hope you subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you are returning, thank you so much for sticking with me this long, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.